Thank you. Let's go for John Trucy. So I want to welcome you to the assisted living portion of the show. Last month I did a show at an assisted living home. They tried to keep me. So I've been married now for 48 years. I still remember the night that I proposed. She had me in a headlock. I tried to tap out, it was too late. And I should have got suspicious when I asked my father-in-law for my wife's hand in marriage. He offered me a signing bonus. And when we got married, my grandparents were married for 52 years. So at the wedding reception, my grandfather pulled me aside and said, the first 52 years are the toughest. My grandmother overheard him and said, oh yeah? Wait till you see the next 52. Our wedding song was Color My World by Chicago. Now our song is, we ain't never gonna get it. But I don't care, I have my own song. Dancing with myself. On our wedding night, my wife told me she was ready to consummate the marriage. And I thought she was going to make me a bowl of soup. I noticed after we got married, my wife's attitude towards my jokes changed a little bit. It was a very subtle change. It went from, you are so funny to, what are you, a moron? To keep the romance alive, my wife and I go for long walks on the beach. She goes on Tuesday, I go on Friday. Thank you. So we're at the movies, and there's this one scene where this man's on the couch, he's about to get stabbed. I'm on the edge of my seat. My heart is pounding a mile a minute. My wife leans over and says to me, wouldn't that couch look great in our living room? My wife and I have issues. She hates the word issues. She also hates the words cellulite, prima donna, high maintenance, and stock raving lunatic. Oh boy. So my wife asked me if I think she's high maintenance. I said, of course not, dear. The word maintenance means to preserve or keep something in its existing state. I would put you more in the renovation category. My wife's not here tonight. The other night my wife asked me, does this dress make my ass look fat? I said, how about those Mets? My wife says she wants to get cosmetic surgery so she would look drop dead gorgeous. I said, over my dead body. She said, deal. So last month my wife and I got invited to a party. I wanted to go, she didn't want to go. So she says to me, why don't you go by yourself? I don't mind. Translation, if you go, I will kill you. I read somewhere that 3 out of 4 divorces after the age of 50 are filed by women. Why can't my wife show more initiative? My wife says to me, without me, you don't have an act. I said, without you, I don't need an act. So I like watching football. I especially like the touchdown celebrations that the players do in the end zone after they score a touchdown. I thought to myself, what would it be like if a comedian celebrated his jokes the way a football player celebrates his touchdowns? Hold that thought. So we have an expensive security system in our house, but I never use it because the person who's stealing all my money is already inside. My wife is a shopaholic, so I'm introducing her to alcohol. The other night she got drunk, so I took advantage of her. I went to the bathroom and put the seat down. She never saw it coming. My wife told me it's that time of the month again. The visa bill arrived. I said, we cannot spend more money than we make. She said, why not? Everyone else does. I said, you know, there's something else that everyone else does that we're doing. No, I'm just kidding. We do have sex occasionally. And when we're done, we take a penny and throw it in this big jar in the kitchen. So the other day, I got home from playing golf. I noticed that our grass has been cut by a lawn service. I go in the house, I go in the kitchen, I looked at the big jar. There were pesos in there. Lots of them. So before the pandemic, my wife and I went into Manhattan for a weekend getaway. Before we left, I said, for this weekend, let's pretend we're not married. Let's have a good time. So the first night, we're up in the room, she's in bed reading, I'm in taking a shower. I come out of the bathroom, I pop between the sheets naked, looking for some booty tang. She says to me, I'm sorry, I cannot and will not cheat on my husband. Now the second night, she was wearing tight panties that said East Hampton on them. East on the left cheek, Hampton on the right cheek. But I was more focused on her sentimental riches. My wife is dyslexic. She goes up on me. My wife and I are experimenting with new positions. Her favorite is the one where she's in bed on her back and I'm on the couch. My motto in bed used to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now it's, if you see something, say something. My wife likes it rough. So during sex, they all have difficult math problems. Square root of 2 times pi. Harder. Square root of 3 divided by infinity. Harder. And she looks at the clock on the nightstand and says, time's up. Pencils down.